Hey, who could that be at the Bureaucrash door?
Hey Jason, what's going on?
Hey, it's Crasher Professor Skempton. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm excited. I was just thinking about these midterm elections we've had and all the crazy stuff that led up to them.
Yeah, a lot of politicians lost their jobs, and I guess that had to do a lot with those scandals, huh?
Yeah. Weren't the scandals the best? I mean, every time a politician was in danger of having to actually talk about some sort of issue, like, you know, Iraq or taxes, another steamy story comes up from the past, and we're all the more entertained for it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so what do you think we do a review of our favorite scenes from this past election?
The Scandal Roundup?
Scandal Roundup.
I'm totally game. Alright, so I'm thinking the first one is kind of a funnier one, not quite the most dramatic one. Senator, now former Senator Conrad Burns of Montana was seen on video falling asleep at a rather important field hearing on agriculture policy.
Yeah.
So now that Senator has lost his re-election bid, Senator Burns has just become Mr. Burns. To that I say, excellent. Let's go to the clip.
Sure, that was funny, but does it come close to the scandal of George Allen? I mean, so remember when he called the Webb campaign staff member a ethnic slur that I'm too nice to mention?
Yeah.
That was both funny and creative.
Let's see what it looked like.
Yeah.
We care about fact, not fiction. So welcome. Let's give a welcome to Macaca here. Welcome to America and the real world of Virginia.
That was definitely one of the better ones, but since George Allen is the gift that keeps on giving, he gets a second one. This one comes from a time where a student at the University of Virginia Law School was asking the senator some inconvenient questions, so his campaign staff decided to beat him up. This is what it looked like.
Why are you putting your hands on me? I'm asking my senator. I'm the constituent. He's my senator. I'm asking a question.
You don't need to leave. Now, get out the door.
Are you part of...
No, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. Let's move on.
Senator Allen,
Hey.
if you spit out your first wife... Oh, now you're getting
Put it out of here.
Now you're getting personal.
Hey, now you're getting personal.
And, of course, they get better. That was good, though. Don Sherwood, representative, he was accused of strangling his mistress. And of course, that tells you that he actually had a mistress. And so he had to give a tearful apology to the voters. But don't take my word for it. Let's watch and laugh.
That nearly cost me the love of my wife Carol and our daughters. As a family, we've worked through this because of my deep regret, our love, and the fact that the allegation of abuse was never true. While I'm truly sorry for disappointing you, I never wavered from my commitment to reduce taxes, create jobs, and bring home our fair share. Should you forgive me, you can count on me to keep fighting hard for you and your family.
It's so sweet. They're staying together.
His commitment to his family and to getting reelected, it moved me to tears.
Seriously, though, that was some pretty sleazy behavior.
Totally.
Yeah, that was no good at all. This one, even though sleazy as that was, I think this one is actually kind of worse. It comes to you from the great state of Ohio, where now former member of Congress Bob Ney, it seems that he took hundreds of thousands of dollars from lobbyists and then sort of maybe inserted some language in some bills that might have kind of helped them out a lot. But again, don't take my word for it either. Let's go to the video.
Our money's being misplaced. Here's the thing. Bob Ney could get 17% more from his pension than the median income of the people of Cleveland, Ohio. That's absolutely wrong. The same for Mr. Cunningham. He will get 7% more than the people of Sacramento, California from his pension. It's absolutely wrong. We have to do something about it.
So take my advice, America. When it comes to corrupt politicians, just vote Ney.
Yeah. But I can top that one. Duke Cunningham, right? He was the congressman who is in jail right now as we take this. And so, I wonder if, do they have internet in a federal prison?
Oh, in those white-collar prisons? I don't know. They might.
If so, you can watch this with us.
Top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee releases the summary of a declassified report on former Congressman Randy Duke Cunningham. It was written by the panel's independent investigator. The summary says the California Republican used his seat on the committee to get at least $70 million in authorizations for contractors who paid him off. Cunningham is in prison after pleading guilty to bribery charges.
That's pretty harsh. But speaking of people facing legal trouble, this brings us to our old friend Tom DeLay, the gold standard of lobbying scandals. Let's go to the video on him.
This is a PTV News special report. Good morning, I'm Michael Bassick. This morning, the GOP revolution officially died. Tom DeLay is resigning from Congress. With his departure, all the leaders of the Republican Revolution of 1994 have left the House, and the revolution is finally over. Rather than stay and fight for re-election this fall, DeLay got yellow in the belly. Unlike Bill Clinton during impeachment or the Texas Democrats during redistricting, DeLay chickened out. It turns out the hammer is a wimp.
DeLay's big scandal pales in comparison to our favorite scandal.
Yeah, my favorite.
It's the Page scandal starring Mark Foley, the congressman who just recently resigned. You know this, I'm sure, but just in case. It's the one where he sent sexy instant messages to a House page. So we found a recreation for you on the interweb, and let's take a look.
T-shirt and shorts.
Love to slip them off you. Haha. And Graham the one-eyed snake. Graham.
Well, that was the year in election scandal. I know there's a lot more, but if we tried to cover them all, we'd be here all week.
So in conclusion, politicians are creeps. And so Crasher, Coach Bob, was actually on Fox News, and we have a clip. Sums it up pretty nicely, I think.
I think so, too.
Let's take a look.
A new trend, which is big government versus bigger government. So I think the libertarian vote is not going to be a real happy winner either way. Regardless of the outcome 2.5 weeks from now, politicians are going to win every race, and that's not going to end up being good for many libertarians.
Okay, one more. Now, we couldn't do a video about congressional scandals without giving a shout-out to my homie, Jim Traficant, former representative from Ohio and current federal inmate. Now, the thing about Traficant was, he was not only spectacularly corrupt, but he was completely insane, and could be counted upon to say the most completely insane things in front of cameras. And I think the clip will illustrate this. This one's for you, Jim.
I will take with me a file, a chisel, a knife. I'll try and get some major explosives, try and fight my way out. Then when I get out, I'll grab a sword like Maximus Meridius, Domitius, and as a gladiator, I'll stab people in the crotch.